Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Authentic Effect with Alexander, the AAA Experience. Today, I want to talk to everybody about triggers. This has been a very authenticating Friday. There's been a lot of triggers for a lot of people that I've been talking to today, and I think a lot of people, myself included, for a very long time, used to look at triggers in a very negative light. We used to see these triggers in the world around us and the things that used to get us upset in a very connotation, like we would have these experiences, we would have these things arise in us, and immediately, because we don't like them, because they're shadow parts of ourselves or shadow reflections that we're getting from the world around us as far as wounds and healing that needs to be taken care of, we almost want to disassociate ourselves from it. There's this sense of, while we are going through our spiritual experience or just even bettering ourselves in our life on a physical level, we try to remove ourselves from these things that make us not feel good. And in some perspective, I can understand that, because why would you want something in your life that doesn't make you feel good? I get that. When we are talking about, like we have been talking about in the series of videos so far, building our sense of authenticity, building the most real version of ourselves possible, we have to look at all angles and all perspectives of that. And that also means the stuff that's hiding around the corner in the shadows. That's some of the most important things. Because it's hiding around in the corner in the shadows, it is the hardest to seek out and heal. When we get these triggers, when we get these things in our lives that set us off and make us upset, rub us the wrong way, we have to pay attention to that. We can't just lash out in an emotional reaction to it because we don't like it. Either we become defensive and we try to combat what's happening, or we become almost arrogant in our journey up to this point and say, well, I'm just such an elevated being that I transmute anything that comes in my way, so keep that shit away, or I'm just going to transmute it into something else. Anyway, stop that. Allow it to be what it is. If you are an omnipotent being, you are all powerful. So stop being affected by space and energies that simply are not on your vibrational point. That's it. When something is not a part of your resonance, you don't need to change it. Simply go about your vibration. That's it. That's it. If you're strumming along on a guitar and one string is being strung and the other five, say, don't like it, they're not going to stop that one from being, they're going to wait till they get strung, because then they can sing in their harmony, in their resonance, in their vibration. Silly analogy, but let's take it for what it is. We need to start paying attention to these triggers. What is setting you off in your life? What is making you erupt with parts of yourself that maybe you didn't even know were there in the first place? Maybe you thought you had a lock on all of this stuff, and all of a sudden, new things, new experiences, new people are setting you off in ways that you didn't even really realize you felt like that in the first place. Pay attention to these. These are all points of healing, points of development, points of self that we've kept hidden from the surface, that we need to be as authentic with as possible. We need to allow our shadows to come out, and we need to greet them. Pay attention to your triggers, everybody. There's a lot of growth there. That's it for now. We'll see you next time on the AAA Experience. Later.